Hey everybody, this is Eddie. This is Talking Shit. I'm here with Jim Jeffries. We're in the Rape Cottage, and the whole gang is here, and we've got a great episode for you tonight. If you haven't donated to the show, please do. It really helps keep the show rolling, pays our bills, keeps the show going. We try to do 2 episodes a week every week, and we're going to continue doing that as long as we get the support of the audience. Go to our web pages, go to our YouTube, our iTunes, everywhere you can comment. The more you write, the more we come back. We're going to take phone calls on an upcoming episode. I know you guys like that. So let's just start the episode.
2 douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, all their mouths. Jim and Eddie. Talk shit. Jim and Eddie. Talk shit.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie If. This is Jason Hour. We're here with Chris Fairbanks.
Whoa, we got a
There's
name
a little
right.
Freud. I almost said the wrong.
Hey, Jason,
right here,
would you
Chris.
like to start off the show with an Hour of Power? We have new lyrics to the Hour of Power. One of our guests wrote in and he said, "I've got new lyrics for the Hour of Power," and here they were. His name is Jeremy Kiesler. And Jeremy wrote in, he goes, "I just discovered the show. I absolutely love it. I'm catching up on all the episodes I missed. You're helping me discover my inner rapist. I'm quite convinced that Jason will be wearing your skin within the next year. But in the meantime, I wrote some lyrics for the Hour of Power. Feel free to use them, change them, or ignore them like women do to Jason." And here they
How
are.
they trying to change him?
Yeah, that one fat cat, one fat.
Someone just fart.
No.
One fat cunt on a couch. He's a homeless burnout, and retarded is his mouth. Jason, Hour of Power. Jason, Hour of Power. Jason, Hour of Power. Alternatively, you can replace of power with fat cunt.
But we already rewrote those lyrics that they say
Yeah,
fat cunt afterwards.
Yeah.
So
He's
this
just
is
stealing our lyrics. I like when someone called it amateur hour.
what
more
happens.
than Hour
Chris?
of Power.
Jason is the
What was that thing I said one time to somebody? It was like, it's never...
That's me. That's me farting. That was the fart. I fart like
What are
a
you- what's happening? I
10-year-old
don't
tire
understand what's going
leak.
on.
Jason? I was explaining to Chris what the Hour of Power is for a
Oh,
second.
okay.
Jason is the real talent of the show.
Yeah.
Like when he leaves and doesn't come to the show, our ratings go down immensely. And he was going to quit, or Jim was going to quit, and Jason was going to start his own podcast because he's the real talent.
But
of the
we
show.
went to Ralph's and we worked it out.
Is that where it got worked
Yeah,
out?
we worked it out at Ralph's.
Who worked
When he was
that
wearing a
out?
cardigan sweater and I tried to get him to hit on those underage girls.
That did happen.
That's the day.
That's when you
That's
talked
the
him back
day
into
that
the
I
show.
talked him back
I
into
like
the
how he
show.
calls it a cardigan sweater.
You're the one that said it was
It's
a cardigan.
it's like calling him it's a pants shirt.
You Newt Rockneyed him back in, didn't you? You gave him a Newt Rockney speech.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but...
Never
So
mind.
do it for the Gipper. Is that the one?
All right. Anyway, so we let Jason interview the guest, and he has what's called the Hour of Power because his last name is Jason Hour.
I bet you he starts
Oh,
one
okay.
with Matt Devlin though. I bet you Matt Devlin and Jason started.
Are you guys talking about starting your own podcast?
Maybe.
Are you really?
No, we're just talking about making some fun stuff, like doing some video content and just goofing off.
Okay. Well, here's Chris Fairbanks is here. He's on a show on television.
Yeah.
That's on television.
Deep cable.
Yeah, it's on cable. It's on a channel called Fuel TV, and they get 4,000 viewers a day.
Sometime.
Where are you going to get your listeners?
It's during the Super Bowl.
Where am I? I don't know. The internet?
I have.
I'm going to manipulate the web with my mongs.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
the problem with the world. There's just too much shit to watch, though, isn't it?
It's litter.
Yeah.
It's too
Social
much
litter, is that
shit.
what you called it?
Yeah,
Hi.
litter.
That everybody now just fucking doesn't want to make anything good because it's just let's make 1,000 shit things.
No, because there's people that are on the internet that get millions and millions of hits with being
Oh,
shit.
we're part of that shit.
Yeah.
We are part of.
But it's in the title, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's pretty much up front. This is shit. Welcome.
No, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go with there's shit on the internet that's completely horrendous. Like you watch something and they trick you into watching it. Like they'll say like on YouTube, it'll say something like "worst shark attack ever," and you go to watch it, and it'll have like 5 million hits, and it'll be some guy's fucking family beach vacation with no shark attack.
Yeah.
So he just duped you into watching it, and you watch it, and you're like, "Fuck!" But then he gets 1 million hits, and he's able to sell advertising and make money because he fucking
And
scammed
people
you.
like Comedy Central who base like giving specials on web hits.
yeah.
There's like viral video kings that are getting their own specials based on.
I'm not going to name one, but I remember because he shot a special when I did. He had only performed live on stage 4
John
times.
LaJoie.
No,
Bro Bowman.
Bo Burnham.
Who's funny.
Yeah.
But even he admittedly was like, my managers are like, what do we do with all this following? And they told me to start doing stand up, and he was headlining.
I think Bo's very good though.
He is. He is good, and he's an anomaly. But there are these things of like, like, hey, let's
He's
have.
a nice lad, Bo.
They'll take like some famous singer that just started doing stand up and go, let's give him a deal. Let's put him on because he has 1 million followers in this, and that's like saying, oh, he's a great comedian. Let's watch him throw pottery. Let's put him on the pottery channel.
That's going to upset all the professional potterers. a lot of them are going to be like, I've worked for fucking years. This cunt hasn't even made a pot live.
Yeah.
And now he's come in.
But like we should have
with
talked
his
about.
fucking- that's not even a spinning wheel. That thing's just going back to forth.
We have a guy on our show, Kasim G, who we're friends with, who gets millions of hits every week, and he just goes out to the boardwalk and interviews people on whatever topical subjects, and he makes a living. He makes like over 6 figures with just these videos. And I know like trained actors that have gone to fucking Shakespeare schools and fucking you name it.
Shakespeare doesn't.
School, it's next to the pottery school.
Yeah. Those schools don't teach you how to
there's
get banner ad hits.
There's the pottery school, the Shakespeare school, and then
And then there's the Hour of Power. Can we do it now?
Yeah, well, I don't really know what to say, but
You're low energy. What's wrong? Did you smoke too much pot? Not enough?
No,
pot?
I worked all day, and then
What'd you
I was
work?
up late. I was down in the Eva offices, moving stuff around.
I
getting the
feel
office set
that
up.
me entering this room was like a sedative for everyone.
You are pretty
Is
low
it
energy,
what I'm
man.
giving
What's
off?
going
Yeah.
on?
Is it?
No,
Yeah,
Jim
like-
was depressed when the strippers left or the
How-
porn stars left.
I'm having a fight with
how am I
someone
supposed to? I hate high energy comedy.
Oh, it's okay. We don't have to go there today.
Okay.
So,
Are you a high energy guy?
sometimes I
Okay.
play the room.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah. No, it's oddly enough, I'm reacting to the sedative that obviously.
Yeah, no,
am.
I am pretty low energy today.
Sometimes shows start off like this and they end up being our best show, so you never know. I have
Yeah.
a feeling this one's going to end the way it started. But
How did it start?
I think it's going well.
Yeah, it's good. I'm having fun.
Well,
Are
me
you?
too.
Are you?
no.
Now it's a good time to evaluate a full hour.
Hi, Chris Fairbanks. So
Hey,
did you grow up in?
wait. Let's
Cal-
do that. Now, you have to do the Hour of Power. Start it. Do it professionally.
Hi, everybody. This is Jason Hour, the Hour of Power, segment of the Talking Shit Show with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift. I guess we don't have sponsors today. So, Hour of Power just says donate, give to the douchebags on the couch, and maybe I'll get a meal out of it if I'm lucky.
You got Matt Devlin buying you meals now. You're all right.
No.
Those Devlin meals.
He's not buying me meals.
Not yet.
Not yet. He'll buy you meals.
No.
He gave you a sweatshirt.
No, this is a loaner. It's just for tonight.
He buys your drinks.
He buys a lot of people drinks.
You know what I think? I think you were worried because on our Facebook page, all our fans were saying they love Matt Devlin, and they say keep your friends
just-
close, your enemies closer. I think you were like,
Little Sun Tzu.
I'm
going
gonna
on
fucking
there.
bring Matt Devlin in so that they can't bring him in and kick me out. That was your thought.
Actually, the reality was I have to dig up some pictures of my best high school friend, and when you see these pictures, it's like you found his replacement, dude. It's hilarious. This guy, the guy that taught me all the retardation that I
Are
am.
you saying that you know one person that looks like another person?
Yeah. Well, like
And so
no,
you just
no.
befriend them.
Can't
He's
wait for this.
like an embodiment of that guy. Though his energy and everything about him is just like a guy that I went to school with called Schuster.
Oh,
and
Schuster.
good old Schuster. Schuster was insane.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, we heard all the stories about the old Schuster.
yeah, Schuster could he was more indestructible than anybody I've ever known. And-
Until he died.
No, he's still out there, man. He's doing his thing.
He just won't return your calls.
No, I just left that whole place behind.
What is
I don't really know what to say to
What
them.
does the Schuster do now?
I think he's an electrician.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you know about your boat mechanic skills.
Well, I'm just an assistant. I just assist. I'm not like a skilled mechanic per se. I used to do body work on cars, so I had like panels, shaping metal, blending, paint and stuff like
Making
that.
coffee.
And I was a barista as well. So, but we've actually talked about it a lot on this show.
It's his hour, pal. I'm gonna ask some questions.
Okay, go. Start the hour of power.
So yeah, I was just here with Chris Fairbanks, and he's on Fuel TV. I don't have TV anymore, so. But I love the Fuel TV in the bar.
Yeah.
It's like cool. Like you can just zone out and watch like
Footage of surfing.
footage. Yeah. Have you ever seen those videos where like now they've taken like basically like Fuel TV, mix it with Girls Gone Wild. Like I know these guys that are pro dirt bike riders, and what
It's
they
called
do.
Fuel Girls to make them go wild.
Yeah, what they do is, it's like wipe out, amazing stunt, titties, wipe out. I mean, it's just like
Yeah,
it's almost like Clockwork Orange, like deprogramming or something. It fucks your chemicals up a lot. I don't know, because you're watching some dude get ganked in the nuts, and then all of a sudden it's like two chicks making out naked, and you're like, I don't know what to do with these feelings. So I don't know.
The Fuel Girls.
Oh, there it is. Wow.
No, the Fuel Girls. That's a British
Yeah.
thing. Little Susie is a fan of mine and writes on my fan page. I was meant to be doing the Modball Challenge across America, like the Cannonball Run with the Fuel Girls, and I turned it
So
down.
Chris, here's a question:
True.
I'm ready.
do you like paintball?
No, I've never played paintball.
You want to try it out? We're going to be doing a paintball game soon.
Yeah,
I've heard.
is this one of those things
I think
where
we're going to
I'm-
be doing paintball. And
I'm just going to take my shirt off and let you shoot me with paintballs?
I've done that, and I don't want to do that when we get there because I've already done it once, and it's horrible.
You lived it,
like,
didn't you?
Like I got literally, it looked like I was
Jason, we told you
the
how we're going to
Passion of
play.
Christ.
There's going to be two teams. When we're taking fans and like some of the other comedians paintballing. And
would
what
be
we're going
fun.
to do, there are going to be two
That'd be
teams. There's
fun.
going to be the comedians and the fans on one team, and Jason on another. And we're going to give you a head start, probably around 4 to 6 seconds.
What kind of terrain are we going to be playing in?
Flat, like it's going to be like an open field. and,
Civil War style.
and we're going
Shit.
to put deer antlers on you and an orange suit. And we're going to give you about 6 seconds and just yell run. And then we're going to hunt you down, you fucking swine.
That's a nice tea movie.
Yeah. So, would you like to play paintball with us?
Yeah, I'd love
Okay,
to do
that'd be
that.
nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that'd
put
be
you
really
down.
fun.
Chris is
It's
good.
funny because I always think that I'm not very competitive, but I think I'd thrive in the paintball.
Well, you get into the fantasy of it. You get a little excited. You're like
Yeah.
you're shooting at
Part
people.
of me has
People are
always-
shooting at you.
I've always secretly wanted to kill somebody, and that's probably as close as I'll get.
Yeah.
I can see the fantasy of it. I every time I've done it, it's just how you think it would be. Someone's going to hit you with paint.
You don't
It's
use
more like the fantasy of being a female
Well-
porn star.
Yeah.
Well, when I used to, I lived in Ohio for a while. And Ohio has a lot of military, a lot of militia people, a lot of people with those kinds of trainings and stuff. And like the guys that I used to play with, they used tactics. They actually like utilized military strategy, and we'd have marvelous games because like they would be in charge.
Jason,
and they'd tell
were
us
these
how
guys
to do
were
it.
these guys like military strategy, or were they kind of like Robert De Niro and the Deer Hunter, where they all
Or they
just
just
sat
like-
around a table and fucking played Russian
They were
roulette
just
with their
fat
heads?
guys who sat around like
Yeah.
the comic book guy from The Simpsons, and they thought they had.
I
their
was the
little
fat
team.
guy in the group. Okay,
You
Those
were
guys
one of the
pretty
fat guys in the group.
Have you always been the fat guy?
Yeah, he's always. Been
Yeah,
fat.
I've been the
I've
fat
known
kid
him.
pretty much. Most
Were you
of
the
my-
kid at the pool that wore a T-shirt in the pool?
No, I took my shirt off.
Can I
at the
just
pool.
he's holding a piece of paper as if it were notes. My name is at the top. And then I tried to look at what he's writing. He drew 2 pentagrams. Some paisley things coming down. You just now made a compass. Because we were talking about boats earlier. And then you've done your own rendition of a tic-tac-toe dollar sign. And then is that a drawing of a collection of pubes? Scan that and put it. That's the funniest thing ever. That's my. Hey, I'm gonna interview you for the Hour of Power. Okay, your name and then squiggles. Here we go. Can I just?
That's how my
enjoyed that
mind
very
works,
much.
Chris.
No, me too. I'm a doodler. That's how I got through college. Is drawing on the.
I've never doodled. I've never.
I'm
had
not a doodler.
Really?
My mother, if she's talking on the phone, she has these little things. She makes these stars that build out. And you can
Yeah, I can fill
you
a
can you can
page.
tell how long she's been on the offended by how big the doodle is.
I like to do like vines.
I'd like to draw.
like little vines and stuff. To like just like these kinds of things and like little branches and like eventually it's almost like a leaf pattern and then I'll fill out the whole page.
You're talking like the dude. What's the dude that does the PBS paint show?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. You just were doing that.
Well,
Paint a little happy tree over there.
for 15 years, and it started in high school because my dad used to do it. I would paint windows for
I love Bob
businesses.
Ross.
Like paint Christmas windows, like Happy Holidays, and paint Santa Claus. I did that for 15
Where
years.
was this? What part of the country?
In Montana, and then when I started doing stand up, I did it in Austin.
Were
Like
you
that's,
were you good at it, or did you do slap?
I'm really good at it. Yeah. I mean, I went to art school and stuff. I'm better at art than I am at comedy. I without hesitation. will
So
say
you would paint like Christmas trees.
it's a
and shit
more
like that?
frustrating living to try and make though than comedy.
Really?
Yeah.
Can't imagine.
Being an artist.
It hurts less to go broad with comedy than with art stuff.
So you'd paint.
But Christmas, yeah, like during the winter in Montana, and it would freeze. Like one time I had to do a nativity scene at this car dealership, and all the car dealers wanted their faces on the nativity scene, even Jesus. I remember Bob, I think his name was Bob Hubbard. Bob Hubbard wanted his face on Jesus. And I painted this nativity scene with all the dealers. And I spent and my dad helped me. He used to help me when I started. And we had to have lamps and a hairdryer because it's freezing out. It was like 2 degrees out. And so we're getting in the car warming up and we'd finish. That night it froze. The following day it de-thawed. The paint then just melted. And everyone looked like a burn victim, and then it dried. So like baby Jesus, the eye, I remember a perfect baby Jesus eye froze, de-thawed, and then ended up on baby Jesus's shoulder. There's just like a skid mark of eye, and then baby eye Jesus on the shoulder. And I had to scrape it off and redo it, and I remember
Did
that
you
was
get in trouble?
$100. No, they said, "Hey, look what happened." And I showed up, and I'm like, "Wow, I've never had tempera paint do this." And I scraped it with a razor blade and had to start over. It was horrible.
It's funny you say how Bob Hubbard wanted his face on baby Jesus. I watch these the TV commercials with like car dealers. I think the only thing more narcissistic than a comedian is a car dealer. Like the fact that
Or a comedy club owner.
Yeah, comedy club owners are bad, but the car dealer insists on doing his own commercials. Like the ad agency's going, we could get a voiceover guy. He's a professional. No,
not me. I've always had a knack for this. Yeah,
I don't know. I
people
kind of
love
like the fact that they do it themselves.
No, that creeps me out. Look at your car dealer.
I like all shops that do it themselves. There used to be the Little Doers carpet guys from Australia, and it was a father and son. And it always used to start with like this: the father would hold a roll of carpet, roll it out, and then out would come the son. Like,
oh,
hey!
That's funny.
And then their big catchphrase was, "Tell them the price, son." No, Dad, we have this type of carpet, we have that type. Tell them the price, son. Oh, they had a good back and forth.
Yeah.
But I think right now, like how entertainment is really centralized in the U.S. Like everything's networks.
What
everything's
are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going somewhere.
You got theory here?
Yeah, and
You use words like centralized.
Okay, so
what
anyways,
the fuck does that mean?
So anyways, like most of
Everything's on the periphery.
Centralized is not in a marketing book. I guarantee.
Okay,
if we look
most
it up.
entertainment
With
is
the
aggregated
overview of the centralized to the periphery of the.
So regardless of how you want to go about this,
You still said nothing.
Maybe-
when you're traveling,
squiggle
when
while
someone
you're
like you guys are traveling, when you're in town to town and you see the same NBC, the same this, the same that, the car commercials are probably the only thing that actually, that and furniture store commercials are probably like actually gives you a sense of I'm in a different place.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good Morning Cleveland is pretty Pacific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the
you're never up
only-
that early for
those
that.
I've been on the show.
Then- well,
That's why I
yeah.
wanted.
Those commercials are the only time too that you can see Uncle Sam on stilts.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that the real Uncle Sam used to walk around on stilts.
I grew up in Pittsburgh, and there was a guy, Ted McWilliams, Motor City, that used to do the ads for his car dealerships. He had like 20 car dealerships, and I went to school with his son, Mike McWilliams, and I was home in Pittsburgh like 2 years ago, And I'm just driving through and I turn on the radio and sure enough, it's now Mike McWilliams doing the
wow.
same kind of ads. Like he listened to his dad growing up the whole time and he's like,
what am I doing? I'm crazy. Is that the theme? All these guys.
I don't want to buy anything from anybody who isn't suffering from mental illness.
Yeah.
That's been a requirement of my shopping every time.
My paranoid schizophrenia is your savings.
I want to hear that you're crazy or that your life's gone to shit.
Yeah.
Due to the financial downturn, we can't afford to have this lot anymore.
Yeah.
My family is starving. I want that guy.
Yeah, I like the depressed, down and out mattress salesman.
Stays in
My
business
wife
for
left
10
me, but this is a
I like that.
firm
Yeah, for like
mattress.
10 years straight, though, the same fucking pitch.
They have a going out of business sale for 20 years.
Yeah, there's a,
The total liquidation sale.
yeah,
It's
there
gonna
is,
happen someday, I promise.
In my town, there is the Oh Darn sale at Vans.
We had a company in Australia.
Oh,
They still have a
darn.
company in Australia which is called Bing Lee, which has nothing to do with Asian people, but they decide to make their guy, their fucking Colonel Sanders, an Asian folk, right? And the theme song was "I like Bing Lee," and a whole lot of white people acting Asian.
Oh,
Remarkable.
No. Dental floss.
We just put
sales
up the official
skyrocket.
Ojai Valley taxidermy TV commercial. The official Ojai Valley taxidermy TV. And is this really a taxidermist has a TV commercial?
Wow.
Let's.
Oh,
My God.
they are
You
lifelike.
probably thought this deer was alive, and this coyote was alive, and this
Wow.
pheasant was alive.
Oh, wow.
Nope,
Nope.
they're not. They're dead. They've been taxidermized by Chuck Testa.
Oh, my God.
Ojai Valley Taxidermy.
I
I specialize in the most lifelike dead animals anywhere. Period.
Look at that antelope driving a car.
No, it's just Chuck Testa.
There's a bear in my bed.
nope.
Nope, Chuck Testa.
Best commercial ever.
Hold on a second.
This isn't
There's a
real.
leopard sitting on an impala out on my deck. No, just Chuck Testa with another realistic mount. Shipped to me from anywhere.
Oh, my
Call Chuck
God.
Testa for the most lifelike dead animals around.
Get
Period.
Chuck Testa on the show.
That-
Whatever we have
Stat.
to do.
Hang on.
Oh, my God.
There's a rhino. He's just come up behind a rhino. He's about to say, no, it's just Chuck Tesla.
Chuck Testa.
2 million.
Don't show this to Tosh.
It's amazing.
2.7 million hits on this.
The thing about bad acting is and stuff,
So
it's not
glad.
even just bad acting. It's bad directing. It's the fact that someone didn't edit that out. They took that many shots and they couldn't even edit together something that slightly looked good. Like if they can make Jason look all right in that movie, like they edited out what he said and they didn't make him do anything and he just stood there.
Jason was in The King of California, the movie. He had a very big part.
Cool.
He was,
When was the last time-
Costco employee.
When was
too.
the last time you had a speaking part in something?
I think that was the last thing I did before I burned it out.
I'm filming something at the moment that's coming up, and I don't want to say too much about it on the podcast, but I'm filming something coming up at the moment. And Jason went, he was drunk last night and rang me and asked for a role.
Did I?
How did he do it? How did he do it?
He just went, you got a part in it that's like, I said, I got something. He goes, I could do that part. And I went, no, well, Jason, we got to get people. And then Jason went, you underestimated me. Well, he was drunk, though.
Yeah.
That's when he hung up on me.
Yeah.
The thing is, I do underestimate him.
Wait, Chris Fairbanks.
Can I have a part in it?
Yeah, when was I allowed on Fuel TV?
Yeah.
There's your answer.
Have you had
There's
him
your
on the
answer.
Daily
You,
Habit?
you've been buttering up Eddie too much, and now you come to me too late. No.
I know. I'm
Where'd you grow up in Montana?
Missoula. It's a
Is it horrible?
Town.
I've been to Bozeman. I've never been to Missoula.
Missoula's great.
Is it?
It's great. Yeah.
Are there like people there? or
It's
is it
great people,
frozen
nice
tundra?
people. Liberal college town, kind of a hippie town.
Was it kind of a notable
pretty.
place during the Wild West era?
That's
of our
where they shot A River
expansion?
Runs Through It.
Oh,
Oh,
You
okay.
can see those buildings
Does it-
pretty much in the background.
does everyone have a gun?
No.
It looks lovely.
You're
Does everyone have a
confusing
fishing
Montana
pole?
for Texas.
No, but when I was in Montana, I met a lot of people with guns.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
outskirts.
There's a guy that wrote on our fan page earlier today that said, Jason said that guns cause violence. Well, I have a fucking gun that I carry around all the
Yeah,
time,
I
and
saw
I've never
that.
been violent to anyone. So you're and I just wrote, you're a cock. I don't
Yeah.
either.
Thank you. I didn't even respond.
Because this guy's like, I'm not violent, you fucking asshole. Like, he was just proving every point we had. So that bloke, right,
actually what I think-
right back, you're being blocked, you're a fucking cock.
But I actually really want to. I said that wrong. Is like what I'd like to say is that guns attract guns. You know, like it's like the law of attraction. The idea that like
I agree with you for the first time in my life.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That was the first time I think I've ever.
that's
agreed
what I
with
really
you.
meant to
I
say.
agree
I
with
didn't say
you.
guns
If you
attract.
get rid of all the guns, it just statistically, it just proves that countries without gun laws, with gun laws or whatever, with
They
ban
probably have
guns,
lower homicide
they
rates.
have substantially lower gun crime.
Gun crimes. They come up with more elaborate shit.
No,
like in England.
no,
It takes
no,
long. In
no.
England, they hit people with hammers.
Yeah.
A lot.
No, the fucking murder.
More
the,
trash cans
the
get
murder
kicked over.
rate. The murder rate is substantially lower in other countries. Substantially.
Yeah, but if you watch Bowling for Columbine, Michael Moore's whole theory on why America has so much gun crime, Canada has more guns than people. And America's got a ton of guns, and it's not the guns because Canada. Why does Canada have such a low rate
He's
of gun
just
crime?
wrong. He has like false facts in that, huh? He's like, oh, there's no guns.
well, here's the thing about this,
no,
though.
his point was that our media makes people feel like
I thought he
you're gonna
said that-
die
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I
I
thought
like
they
that
said
movie.
that they didn't. I like that movie.
But if you got a
Canada's
gun-
got tons of guns.
I thought he was saying that they didn't have guns in Canada.
No, everyone
Yeah,
has
they have a
gun
lot
in
of guns in Canada.
but they don't have the crime we have because they're.
also are more diverse than Canadians are.
And it's a very white.
But they have
Yeah,
like,
it's all.
So Lalit
culture.
just said, Jim was trying to reiterate what Lalit said, but what Lalit said, she doesn't have a microphone right now. She said the reason there's not a lot of gun crime in Canada is because they're white.
Yeah.
well,
There's some Chinese up
and
there,
it's
though, too.
it's all rifles. Like they're all like outdoorsmen that want to kill animals, stuff them, and make them look
Yeah,
really
they're not all-
real
they're
for
not all
commercial.
fucking-
Love them.
Think about this.
Yeah,
Everybody makes
hold
mistakes,
a gazelle
right?
and make it drive a Jimmy.
Everyone makes a mistake.
Everybody makes a mistake, right?
Well-
So like you got a gun and you make a mistake and you kill somebody. But if say you decide like to lose your shit on
Yeah.
somebody with grandpa's stick or something,
Yeah.
after a couple whacks you might back out of it.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
oh shit, this is not a good thing.
So
you
now
know?
Jim and I know that we're not
No,
going to die. from
I
a
agree with
grandpa's
Jason
stick.
completely. If there was a gun in the house when me and my brothers were growing up, one of us would be dead.
Yeah.
We had fights where in the moment we were so angry with each other, we wanted to tear fucking strips of each other.
I wonder how many handguns Canada has.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And I do think the same exact thing where it would have happened in my house too, where my brother one time picked up a saw. He was sawing a fence for my mom. And I went and asked him a question and he raised the saw at me to like hit me with it. And I beat him up so bad that we got in such a fight. If there was a gun around, we would have fucking taken each other out.
Wow. Glad I had a sister. We got in a fight once and she didn't hurt me, but I went upstairs and I used to have really surface capillaries, so I picked my nose until it bled, and then I came down and I'm like, look what you did. My nose was bleeding, and
What?
because she threw like this dry flower arrangement at me.
One of my biggest regrets.
I love how you go, I
I
used
made
to have
it-
surface capillary.
Yeah, I had it cauterized a lot. Anyway, before I had it worked on, I used to be able to make my nose bleed. I made her feel bad for 10 years.
One of my biggest regrets is that I only ever had brothers. Right? I would have liked to have had a sister because I would have liked to know the feeling of punching a girl without anyone really caring.
Yeah.
Because every brother I know has punched their sister.
Hold on. I grew up with 3 older sisters, and the one that was directly above me,
Used to beat the fuck out of you.
she used to beat me up so bad. And then one time while she was beating me up, there was this transformation where I realized in the midst of like fighting back that I was stronger than her. And this rage came over me. It's like when
That's when the rape happened.
Yeah, when Lou Ferrigno turns into the Hulk.
Or that fat kid tossing the nerd.
it's the exact same thing where I learned, holy shit,
nerd.
she can't beat me up anymore.
Yeah.
And I just started beating the fuck out of her. And she went crying to my dad. And my dad then like beat me up and said, you will never, ever, ever touch one of your sisters again. Like it was
Yeah.
that point where I was then
Too late. I already learned something.
and then Eddie,
I already got a life lesson.
then
No,
Eddie
but-
said, "Sniff my fingers."
Yeah, but my thing was,
Yeah, where were you punching her? What? I didn't hear the whole story.
my thing was, they've beaten me up.
Finger
They've
punched
beaten me
her.
up for like 10 years. 10 years I've taken beatings.
Yeah.
I get one in and I'm done.
Didn't,
Yeah.
didn't you get to beat up each one of them
That's what
individually?
I felt.
Yeah,
I should.
Why don't you stand up to your dad, you faggot?
That's what that
Tried
story's
that
about. That's what that story's about.
Did you ever fight your dad?
Every man has had that fight that they have with their father. Every boy gets to about sort of 14 years old where, you're not going to talk to me like that anymore. And your dad does this one. Oh yeah, big man now, eh? Hey, oh someone's a big man, and you sort of take a swipe at your dad, but because he's your dad and you love him in a way, right? You don't go for the face or anything like that. But your dad's hit you 1,000 times. He has no issue with clocking you. He's like, boom, you're down. You're like, all right, come back next year, you little fuck face.
Oh,
Yeah, I did that. Mine happened last year. But no, I had that fight with my dad, and I was drunk. I came home really drunk, and I was in high school. And my dad was like, what are you doing home at fucking 4 a.m? And I was like, and I came home, and he just went at me, and I remember, I'm like, I'll kick your ass, old man. And he just gave me a beating. And in the midst of it, he was going, somebody can't hold their alcohol. Like, my dad was just laughing at me.
Wow.
Like, he knew how drunk I was, and he was just like, you're pathetic.
wow, you should not be smiling while telling that
So
story.
I-
That's like a fucking legitimate therapy thing that just happened.
So you got
he was just, you know what it's like.
so
right in the jaw.
You
Then he cut me.
you got beaten up by your sister and your dad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you ever beaten up anyone in your family? Like really give them a good.
Just
you got
my-
a brother, don't you?
No, my mom.
You beaten up your
Oh, I
mum?
beat the piss out of
I
her.
once clocked my mum in the stomach pretty hard.
Did you really?
Ah,
What
You
the fuck
tried
is wrong
growing
with
up
you?
in that
I
house.
was joking. You punched your mother in the
I will
stomach.
tell you the story.
I need therapy?
I love
Yeah,
stories
this
with
is
Jim.
where
Family
She-
stories with Jim are the
She
best.
was wailing on me. She was in my room, just hitting the fuck out of me like headshots. And I'm just self-defense. I had to give her one Swifty to the stomach. Oh, she went down like a bag of shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the thing is, self-defense. I was getting beaten, I'm telling you.
All right, has anybody here fought a teacher?
I'm assuming Eddie has a story. He wouldn't have started like that. And like that story was so transparent when you
Yeah.
just said that. It's like, has anyone here ever been bitten by a goose?
No, the reason I'm saying is because I have a history.
In 1987.
I have a history
In
with
Pittsburgh.
with
the year
teachers.
was 87.
You still had a fresh bruise from your sister. Anyone done that?
I had a lot of run-ins with like fist fights with teachers that in retrospect I'm like, how did this teacher not get thrown out of, like, if that happened today, the teacher would be like lose his job. I mean, beat the shit out of
What
him.
do you go to that school and stand and deliver?
A lot of
Who
these
fights their teachers?
a lot of these stories. It should be a segment in our show called "People Who Can't Get Along with Eddie."
I've seen a guy take a swing at a teacher.
I've never seen a teacher beat up a student.
I've made a lot of teachers cry with my words.
Have you?
Yeah, I've done
Yeah.
that. I've done that. It's like casual
Don't tell me
teachers.
not to act in class when your own son, who's my sister's age, has a drug problem. Spanish teacher made her cry. Made her cry.
I had a,
Because he did. He had a really bad drug problem.
I mean,
Mrs. Fritz's son
I did that with the teacher who
had a
had.
Mrs.
drug
Fritz.
problem.
I did
and
that
I'll
with a-
never forget it.
There was a teacher in my school who had a child with cerebral palsy, and I used the same argument. Don't you question me why your son's not a good walker?
Don't tell me to be quiet when
Yeah.
he's all crooked going
Why
upstairs.
don't you go home and talk to Dribbly before you tell me off?
Jason, what were you?
oh no, I made my 6th grade teacher like snap. I made her like just lose her shit.
Now, you've got no brother or sister, do you?
No, but I lived with my cousins a lot because my mom was single.
Yeah.
So yeah, even then I didn't have my own home. I
Because
was
your
on the
mother was
couch.
single.
I was always on the couch.
You always-
actually.
you
I think
actually
about
don't-
it. I started
I
out on
thought-
the fucking couch.
I thought your parents were still together.
Yeah.
No, that's my stepfather. She remarried when I was 10.
Did he ever touch you?
Oh yeah, we had a few goes.
No, I'm
No,
talking
no, did you ever-
sexual.
Oh no,
Jason's
not
never
like
been
that.
molested except for by the baby.
Yeah, never by a male.
He had a threesome
You
with
were
his
not
babysitters.
molested by women.
2 women.
When a girl
Really?
whacks you in the cock with a wooden spoon, and you're like 7.
That's not molested.
It's not a molestation.
What is that?
That's not a sexual act. That's just her being a fucking sicko.
It's abuse.
Was she like wanking herself off? Did she seem to be getting off on it? Did you get an erection? Was there a don't tell anyone at the
Keep
end of
going, Jim. I'm about to come.
it? Did she
How can
tell
I
you
get away with
distinctly
masturbating right
afterwards
now?
not to tell anybody?
No, I think it was just understood. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not. I think
All you need is
during,
a little wink.
That's the first rule in the fucking pedophile handbook.
I would
Ask
never-
the kid if it can keep a secret.
Well, they were.
Just really creeped me, Jim.
Where's this book, Jim?
Say
I
it
haven't seen it
gently.
on the shelf.
It's all the pages.
Be
are
sure
stuck
to read
together.
his name on its jersey.
No, come on. So so you're saying you were molested because a woman whacked your child
I think
penis
if
with a spoon.
Let's ask the therapist. Is that technically if two girls take a kid who's in kindergarten and make him do sexual acts with them?
What was the sexual acts? Name every sexual act. Name them now.
Lick
Slowly.
their vaginas.
Oh, you licked their vaginas?
Yeah, and then
You licked their vagina?
Yeah, I didn't
Hey,
know what I was doing.
whoa. Everyone stop. Why didn't you mention that first? Why did your first thing to mention was
wooden spoon, they hit me in the cock.
Because it's surfacing right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that was really weird.
This is happening.
Like,
We are
looking-
in this.
Looking back, that's the most standout moment. Like, that was really weird.
The most outstanding moment was licking the adult woman's vaginas.
I would
Why would you be popular?
You know,
then.
here's a weird thing. In the 3rd grade, I had a babysitter that would pretend to sleep, so I would fondle her breast. It was just like this weird fucking
Whoa,
cycle.
whoa.
Wow.
Was she sleeping? And did you fondle her
No,
breast?
she wasn't sleeping.
Starting
man.
to realize why you've had a dry spell all summer. It's because of an unremovable scar.
No, so wait a minute. So these weren't even two girls who did it at the same time. This is just
No. This was
coincidentally.
This was 2 girls that were babysitting me when my mom went out drinking and doing whatever
Oh
the
god!
fuck
Now
she
I'm
did.
drinking. I can't stop drinking.
Mom's
Because one
drinking,
was
she's
your
back
friend.
in the
Her friend
trailer
was
park.
over.
So wait a minute. Eddie,
Don't look at me while I do this, Eddie.
I think we can safely say that we're friends. Okay?
Maybe.
Me. All right. I'm not going to tell it then.
Roommate.
What story?
I'm gonna tell something. All right. So me and Eddie are friends right now. Eddie, and if at any stage would it break into our friendship if I said, I like to molest the kids. Do you want to join me in the fun?
I would say, Jim, I need to call the therapist or the police. or
Exactly.
something like
So
that.
how did these two girls get together? And one of them went, "Hey, I babysit this kid that I hit over the cock."
I don't
with
know
a
what
wooden
they-
spoon."
why they came up with that.
I wouldn't discount that.
I don't know
How old
why
were
they were like 14 and 17 or something.
Oh,
like
you
that.
weren't molested.
But-
You weren't molested. You were both underage. How old are you?
It's a maturity.
I was 7 or 6 or
difference.
something like that.
You were the luckiest 7-year-old on earth. That's what you were.
Did it affect you mentally?
I don't know.
Have you ever masturbated to it? In
We
your
already,
your
we
best
are-
sexual
we already
moment.
covered that.
Have you?
Have you?
The answer was yes.
Yes. Yes. Right. So you have wanked off thinking about when you were
But then
a
I
child.
felt terrible about it, and you know.
And did it again.
And then I was talking.
I'll tell-
Dried off and
I'll-
did it again.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, I feel terrible after every wank myself. Instantaneously, as the cum shoots out of my cock, I feel like a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, that's just because you don't like cleaning
That's
things
because I
up.
don't like myself. Right? So
I just created housework all over my body. I think it's different than being molested by a grown-up,
I do.
yeah,
grown-up
it's
men.
by a grown-up man or even a grown-up woman.
Maybe
that's a
that's me
14-year-old
being-
girl. I'm not saying.
Well, the
that-
other one was almost an adult,
I'm not saying what they were doing was right, but I'm just saying this isn't going to affect you in your adult
but it
life.
felt so gay.
You're fucking creepy.
No,
You
I'm
are
just saying,
creepy.
whatever, dude. No, it was weird, and I didn't know what I
It
was
is
doing.
You know
weird.
what? You know what happened when
So
they,
wait, are you
they were
telling-
molesting him? They were like this wanking his cock off, going, "Do it now." He's going to be fat soon.
Oh, all I'm thinking is now, like maybe to get Jason laid, since it's been since June, we just need to hire some babysitters.
Hire me a babysitter, yeah.
How fucking great would that be if we went on a babysitting
I think
service?
Jason is borderline away from us getting him a carer.
A what?
Care,
A person
like
to
someone to take care
wipe
of you.
your shirt and make sure you're not
funny.
dribbling on yourself.
I might, yeah.
'Cause I
I'm
don't-
close to losing it. I
Were
think.
you? Do you remember feeling weird, or were you excited
in that
about
moment?
that?
I didn't know what the fuck
You
was
know
going
now
on.
it's-
Yeah,
Did you-
it's
Because when I was a
it's a
little kid-
retrospect perspective. I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
no
Do you-
idea what was going on
do
in the
you
moment.
think? Did you look forward to these girls coming over?
Yeah.
No, I was really upset because my mom was supposed to come back home that night,
And she used to hit him over the cock with a metal spoon.
And she got really fucked up and like had a 3-day bender and didn't come home and left me with these fucking chicks for 2 days.
So,
and
do you think your mum didn't do a good job with you? Do you think she
no, she just had a few moments in life where she was like, you know, having struggles or whatever.
old drunky hour?
A little bit of alcoholism in the family.
Is Hour your original
Here we go.
surname, or is that your stepfather's name?
That's my stepfather's name.
What's your real name?
My birth name was Jason Stacy Baker.
This is new to us. This is new to us. We didn't.
My grandfather biologically
That's
on my
the one with the
father's
stick.
side. No, that's my mom's dad.
Jason
My
Stacy
father's
Berger.
dad was Irish and his name was Stacy.
I thought you were
So-
Norwegian. You're a Viking.
Irish, Norwegian, Scottish. That's my mix.
You're J. Stace Bake.
JSB.
Yeah, not as funny.
What if Stacy Keach came in here and just fucking beat us all up?
Yeah, he's a man.
I didn't even know your middle name was Stacy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mike
we
Hammer.
Yeah, we
about
talked
this.
about this. We had a whole episode.
I
on
block a
Stacey.
lot of it out.
Me too.
You
The
should.
time that Jason hit me over the cock with a spoon. When I was all alone, Jason once made me play with his tits like he was sleeping.
that time I filmed those babysitters molesting them, I can't remember that either.
You sure you haven't twisted this story? Like, you know how you lie in a lot of your stories because you...
I do not lie in
No,
a lot
but
of
you
my
mix up the
stories.
facts. You mixed up the facts.
No, this is what
Did
happened.
you molested 2 girls while you were babysitting?
No, I was.
Is that the real story?
I've never babysat. It's not on the resume.
Not anymore. You're not allowed to.
It's not on the CV. It never happened.
I've babysat a lot.
Really?
What
When I was
I'm
a
curious,
teenager, yeah.
I mean this in the nice. I'm being completely sincere here. Would anyone in this room, honestly, let Jason babysit their child? If you had a child, would anyone in this room volunteer? Would you let him?
Yes.
I
I'm
would.
great with kids.
I think Jason. I'd let
I
Jason
just
take care of
met
a
him.
toddler or
You
something.
would?
Yeah, I don't think he's a pedophile.
I'm not sick.
no,
of
he's
it.
Jesse,
not.
Jesse, would
I
you
would
let
right
Jason?
now. It's nice.
No,
Fucking kids
Lily,
are cool, man.
let me find out. Jason,
Fuck you, Shapiro.
I would-
Fuck you, you motherfucker. Go fuck off. I hate you, you fuckface.
All right, Eddie.
Really? Did you really just fucking say no? Go fuck yourself.
Eddie, would you let me?
That
babysit your
hurts.
kids?
Wait.
I'll be honest. I only say this shit when I'm hurt. Fuck you. Why are you hurt? Because like that just says that you.
All right, Jason.
Wait,
Jason,
lowly of me.
I
Jason,
don't
you're
think
not
lowly
taking
of
care
me.
of my kids with your temper.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
backing out of my job offer.
you know what?
I didn't know about the uncontrollable, unsolicited rage.
That's just really hurtful, man.
Wait, do you
You're
know what
drunk
Jason
and
just
stoned
did? You know what he?
Quarters of your life, dude.
No, I'm not.
Do you know what Jason just did there?
Over half my life, I was straight and sober,
and now
fucking
the time when
singing
we're gonna
to
have
Jesus.
you babysit. I had still like 5 more people to ask, and Jason felt like I'm gonna cut this off at the head right now. I don't want to hear the rest of the
I don't like
answers.
working. Fuck you.
Lily, would you let him babysit your children?
I would, because I wouldn't have children with him, but I would definitely let him babysit my kids.
Ernie. Okay, go on.
I think the irony there is that he doesn't take good care of himself, but he will take really good care of everyone
Okay, good
else.
answer. Ernie, would you let him babysit your kid? Nope. Far side. Jason, your kids. Yep. Roy. Yep. You
Yeah.
would. You would really let him babysit your kids?
I trust Jason.
In Fairbanks?
I worked
would
at a
feel safe.
daycare for 2 years, and I would trust him before me around kids.
Okay. Now everyone here, who would let Jim watch their kid?
I would.
I'm good with kids.
Yeah.
I take care of my nephews and
When they're in
nieces.
your sight. But I don't think they would
who
stay
would-
in your
who would
sight
let
very
him?
long.
What do you think I'm going to molest them from a distance?
Jim, you're one of my best friends in the world. I wouldn't let you near my children.
I think you would lose the kids somehow.
Eddie won't,
Yeah,
let me,
no.
Eddie won't let me take care of his dog. So I think that answers
You should have
the
seen him
fucking
with
question.
the what's Danger the other day. He was all right.
I'm good with kids. My nephews and nieces fucking love me. I'm good with kids.
Jesse?
You don't know their names though.
There's the 4 of them.
I probably not.
Why?
I mean, I just
Jim, you want to go like get a beer after the show? Or?
Why do you think I've...
you're a busy guy. You got better shit to do than watch my
No,
kids.
but do you think... Okay, let's ask another question. Do you think your kids would be in danger in my company?
I mean, maybe a couple hours. A couple hours, no, but like multiple days.
What, you
yes.
think I have to work up to fucking him?
I come in the mood. I arrive mood ready.
I'm fucking... I'm with Jason. I take offense to this. I'm good with kids. I'm a very nice person. I don't
Lily,
think...
would you let him watch your kids?
I think as long as he stays indoors with the pinball machine, the video games, his ADD will just prevent him from molesting or raping the kids. Yeah. So I would totally trust you, Jim.
Wait,
You would honestly think that I would molest a child.
why are we all...
Molester.
No, but
word.
you keep bringing it up, so I'm thinking if you are projecting
I also
that to us, then
tell
maybe-
rape jokes constantly. Do you think I rape women?
I think you have sex with women in a way that might be classified as rape if they weren't consenting to it, but they are consenting. I don't think you've raped anyone.
Just their souls.
I'm amazed that you people think so little of me.
Jim, if I ever have kids, you can hang out with them all you want.
I would rape them just to upset you. But Like, I would.
Upset.
I wouldn't enjoy it because it's against my moral fiber.
Because they're probably little fat kids.
I have to admit, I've been upset since you raped my kids to spite me. It was upsetting.
You know, Jim, remember that 3 Christmases ago?
That was upsetting.
I tell you what, I'd be a good fucking dad. I take offense to all of this. I'm a good person.
We
like
should
that.
go make kids now just to
If
fucking
I
prove
wasn't,
them wrong.
if I wasn't a comedian, I would work with children. Honestly, I would work.
I
in
did.
some,
I worked at a daycare for 2 years. It was great.
I'd work with children in some facet. Yeah,
I loved it.
and
I drive past schools all the time.
And I give to children charities all the time, so you can all fuck off with the rapey fucking gym talk.
I used to work with kids, actually, when I was in the church.
I guess it's like the women. Like, who would actually...
Oh, I wouldn't leave you with. Don't leave me with your daughters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, we're talking about male kids.
Toddlers are cool.
Let me clarify.
If
It was
they're over-
an
if
all-male
they're-
daycare I worked at.
If they're over 13, no.
It was all male daycare.
What about what?
It's
Okay,
legal in the
what?
UK.
What if you had a 17-year-old daughter?
Oh no, in Britain I'm allowed.
Yeah.
In Britain I'm allowed.
And I'm a farm owner, and there's 3 holes in the wall of my barn.
What if you had a 14-year-old daughter and I'm a successful rock and roll artist in the 50s and I have a big house and everyone just likes me and I eat a lot of peanut butter and banana sandwiches?
Well, what you do is you
And I-
you get her custody, you know, and then you raise
Yeah,
her.
we don't need that much detail.
You
in that
raise her.
joke.
Jesus, Woody Allen, did you figure this all out?
No, well, that's what Elvis did too.
That's what Elvis.
Yeah.
Elvis joke.
He raised her and then
could-
So
married
did
her.
Woody. Woody's was his
He'd
stepdaughter.
adopt your daughter and
Chaplin did
give
it.
you the keys to a Cadillac.
Did
Can
it
I
make-
do the Daily Habit when Kelly Slater's on, please?
Yeah.
Just because I want to stalk him.
That's
like
that's
Ralph Macchio?
How,
show-
how many times has Kelly Slater been on?
a ton, and probably less and less. The show is not. It's getting less and less about that, and it's frustrating. And that's probably why I'll leave.
That what? They don't have big.
There, it's
Did you
getting,
say that
no more
here?
action sports. Yeah, I don't care.
Really? All right.
He knows no one listens to our show
Yeah,
other than 100,000
no,
people
no,
that
more-
write letters actively to everyone.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah. You
fucking
mentioned
care.
something, dude.
Good.
They're all over. They're
Yeah.
they're active
Good.
fans.
I'd
They're,
love-
fucking crazy people.
Well, whatever.
I ran
Sports.
into Kelly Slater in on the
He's
Gold
great.
Coast
He's great.
after the Quicksilver Pro. I'm in a chicken restaurant called Nando's, which is the best chicken in the world.
You know what? They'll always have him on because he's a famous person. They want
Oh yeah, and he's
celebrities.
super famous.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in Nando's. I'm the only person in there. They're about to close, and I'm eating chicken. And he's just won the Quicksilver Pro, which is one of the biggest surf competitions in
Of
the
course.
world. And I saw him get carried out by like 5,000 people on top of their shoulders, put on the stage, and like. And this is
doesn't
like
care.
this is like an hour later. I'm in maybe 2 hours later. I'm in Nando's, and all of a sudden I look at the counter, and there's Kelly Slater. And I look at him and I go, "This is how you celebrate?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I go, "Oh, you're on." I go, "You do the Daily Habit." He goes, "Yeah." I go, "I've been on the show a bunch." He goes, "Oh yeah, really? Oh, what do you do?" And I go, "I'm a comedian." He sits down with me, and we have dinner together. Kelly Slater and I was like, so I gave him my DVDs, and I'm
The
like,
nicest dude
So
ever.
let me
He
get
never-
this straight.
he never
After
emailed me or
after
Twittered
you had
me.
dinner with him,
Nicest
he
dude
never
ever.
called you, so you want to go on a TV show with him?
yeah, exactly.
That's like a chick who didn't ask you out again. You're like, hey, can you?
It's exactly
I
what
can
I'm doing.
Anyway. I can set you up. Let's
Thank you.
just get to
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, I just think it'll be so awkward for him if he sits down and
Yeah.
he looks over. If he looks down, he's like, this is that guy from the chicken restaurant.
Yeah. Last time I go to Kookaroo by myself. Kookaroo, everybody. Reference to a local.
Kookaroo.
I have to pee. Can I pee in this bottle? Would that be a good
No, go
way to
ahead.
end the
Actually,
show?
do it. Pee in the bottle.
All right.
No, don't. I peed in a bottle once and got an infection. I got a fucking
Pee in the bottle.
What was it a bottle of?
Poland Spring water bottle, and I got a thing that doctors had never even seen before.
Okay. Well, now I don't.
The lip the opening of my urethra swelled up that my cock looked like a
What?
catfish
From peeing in a.
from peeing in a Poland Spring water bottle.
Piss in the bottle, will you?
Dude, you've had a lot
Jesus.
of fucking adventures down there.
You just ruined a good bit. He was going to piss in a bottle.
Well, let him do it.
Well, it's
Not
gross.
now.
Now I'm worried about. Well, no one. We just had beautiful porn stars here. No one wants to see the side view of my limp dick.
Jim does.
I do.
That's, that's all the proof I need. Here we go.
Jim loves a good cock.
Yeah.
I do have to whiz really bad. I'm just putting that out there.
We'll do it. Piss in that big water bottle there.
No, that's
Really?
my fucking water. Fuck that shit.
It's
Well,
Jason's.
I can do it into this. I just have to.
Because I suspect that
I don't want anyone to see my
you
dick
got-
though,
you
and
got-
I'm in the
just
round.
do it in the corner. Do it in the
Lily-
corner.
I'm
there.
in the round.
Lalit wants to see it.
Are you really?
No woman ever wants to see a dick.
For like such a low key guy, you're really
Dicks
going
are
out there
gross.
with a stunt right now. Wow.
No, I'm not. It's just nonchalant peeing in a bottle. You guys, I'm gonna be pretty.
Don't get it on the steps. There's
Jason, let
I'm
him
not
use
gonna
your bigger
get it.
bottle.
There's a
I'm not. I
deposit
have
on the house.
control. I have like.
You're gonna fill up with the.
I bet he fills the bottle.
I know.
No,
that's
no, no,
right,
no,
the
no.
second bottle.
I'll be in charge of the second bottle.
I don't
This is
care.
how I got the catfish urethra. He's
All
got-
right, here we go. Here we go.
He's peeing in the
All right,
bottle.
he's got nerves. He's not pink. There he goes. There,
there
it comes.
goes. It's getting in there.
Oh,
Hey.
we're filling a bottle with urine. I'm
Yeah.
talking
Oh,
shit.
don't put the microphone
Don't
next
touch
to your
it.
cock.
No, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Listen. It adds so many layers.
All
that
right,
I'm,
you know
that
what we're
I'm
going to
also
do
farting.
is we're going to put this out
He's
the
getting
front
there.
of the place.
It's filling up. It's filling up. Oh my
Yeah,
god, it's
gonna,
foamy.
We're gonna see if anyone drinks it.
I started.
Ugh.
I started buckling there. I almost made a disgusting mess.
Whoa, he's filling it all the way up.
Bottle two. Bottle
Oh,
two.
you're gonna pinch off. It's gonna
pinch,
hurt.
pinch it.
Oh, it hurts. It aches. Oh, the pain.
Bottle two. Put it up on the
Bottle two.
pole.
Bottle two.
Put it up on the
Bottle two. Get it in bottle two. Fucking don't piss on the floor. Put it
I'm
in a
not.
bottle
I'm not.
two.
There were a couple drops, but I have a narrow urethra. This next round is going to take a while. Thank you. I have a. It's a prostatitis. It's so hard to after you pinch.
Is this like your surfacey capillaries?
Yeah, no, that's a real thing. I had to get cauterized. Oh, why is it hard to restart? Here we go. I'm sorry. Could everyone? Do you have any classical?
so you're
Oh,
Jewish,
here
or-
we go. There we go. God, I don't know what.
Put the microphone down there again so we can hear it.
Oh, okay. Round two. I don't. It's hard. I'm not a Foley artist. Why is it so quiet? It's like ninja pee.
You're going down the side. That's why you're not actually.
Am I really?
You just made 2 full Corona bottles.
No, he hasn't made the second one.
Oh no, it stops abruptly. When my bladder's done, it tells me.
This is exactly how I got
Isn't it weird how I have to adjust my posture to that of an old man looking for prunes? Like a lost man in a what have I done with my life? And then when I'm done peeing, I'm a young guy again.
All right, Jason, will you hold one of the bottles?
No.
Come
Just
on.
hold it in your
Just
hand.
hold it.
I don't want.
Just for a photo.
I'm
You're
kind of
not.
nauseated.
You're not touching pee. You're only touching a bottle.
It's
you
fine.
jerked
I
off a
didn't get on
dog.
the- I
didn't
you
jerk
jerked
off a
off
dog.
Lachlan Patterson's
Hi.
dog.
If I was 10 years younger, I'd drink it.
I think
No, we're gonna put
I
him
think-
outside.
I think
It's bad for you if you drink your own pee.
You
No,
need-
Bear Grylls does it.
You
Actually,
need more
Bear.
vitamins.
You
I
put
want
those
to see.
outside.
I want to see a bear. Everyone's nervous.
We're gonna put those outside and see if
I
anyone
want to
drinks them.
see a Bear Grylls episode where he's like, I'm becoming tired. I need protein, and he sucks his
Jim,
own
I really
dick.
don't want to touch that.
Oh, it's warm.
I don't want.
it's warm.
Now you gave him a weapon.
This is why I'm not
It's
letting you
amazing.
babysit my kids.
No.
If we just
Can I
all
have the script?
Jason, just
No,
grab
don't
it.
tilt it. That's not right. That's not right.
just
Don't
grab
make
it.
I'm about to drop it, Jason.
Don't make it a
tilt
struggle.
it.
Don't be. Oh, it is warm. Oh, Jesus.
it's body temperature. There's no reason.
Here, smell it.
Let's put it
Somebody
outside.
sniff-
Where can we
Oh,
put
he
it?
did. He sniffed it. I don't want
It
to.
smells horrible.
What do you-
it's my
asparagus?
pee and it made
It's
me
good.
sick.
You got. It's.
No, that's healthy.
You
urine.
drink enough water.
If you ignore the
Hey, Jason,
cloudiness,
Let's go test this for
Jason,
drugs.
wait, you're the expert on this.
If
If,
you-
we put it outside, where will the homeless people drink it?
They'll probably smash it all over the alley once they fucking realize what it is. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a mess. You're gonna have urine and glass all over the outside.
Remember
of your
Is
case
that what
tomorrow.
happens when they drink pee? They throw
Yeah.
it?
You know what I like? Like, we live in an alleyway. We've already got urine all over the building.
Yeah. Where can we put it?
On the boardwalk.
Put it in your pocket, Jason.
I'll take them with me when I leave.
Here you go.
Don't put it on the coffee table.
I just act like as a means of disposing them, but really it's like to add to my collection.
You know what? You know what I hope is that, like, I hope that guys like Chris Hardwick
Yeah,
and
pour
Mark
'em out.
Maron just happen to say,
Yeah.
let's listen to talking shit and
Yeah,
see what they do.
Who's ever had an actual live urination on their podcast, huh?
I've actually done that once on the radio years and years ago. Pissed on radio
did?
into a bucket.
I used to piss in bars. This is
This
terrible.
was not a stunt. I really had to pee, and
I
it's
would
like
stand
either
at
I'd leave.
I would stand at a bar and just stand up to the bar and like order drinks and whip my cock out, and underneath the bar just piss all over the floor, like in crowded
Jesus,
bars.
Eddie, every time.
This is the thing is, every time I get drunk, Eddie tells me off like I'm the worst person that ever lives. And every one of Eddie's stories involve, I just pissed on someone's bar. I took my shirt off and threatened to punch someone. Jesus. Your stories are way worse than
Yeah, but I
mine.
don't do them anymore. You're still doing them.
What are you talking about? McDonald's was like last year.
Yeah, it was like a few months
It was
ago.
like 7 months ago, dude.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
That wasn't once in a while.
The bad part about peeing into bottles is at the end of normal peeing, you jiggle off the residual. When you pee in a bottle, there's no pinching or jiggling. You
So now
just,
it's in the front of your
yeah.
underpants.
Oh, such
Oh,
a
you
substantial
gotta
amount of
yell.
residual urine just went into me, right into my pants. So much. I pretty much just peed my pants. It's not just residual dribble.
This is a first, Chris Fairbanks. Nobody has ever done this on this show.
It's-
Yeah, you're the first guy to pee on our show.
Yeah, but look at me. Do I feel good about it? I feel horrible. I thought everything was going fine. We were coming to a nice conclusion, and now I'm going to lay down in bed differently. Sideways baby
All right,
position.
but I think we've got to leave these bottles outside and see if they get drank.
I think that the only way to follow this is with a mean stunt. That involves someone down and out.
Wait a minute. Did you not do this once as a
Yes.
child?
And then another man hurt another man at the hands of my urine. I'm not going to let my piss break up another homeless friendship.
Ernie just went, there's the name of the title. Ernie loves when he gets a one-liner that he can name the show.
I have a friend waiting for me.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't have to pee now. That's good.
Yeah,
That's one
exactly.
thing out of the way.
All right, we'll let you go.
go.
We got to let Chris Fairbanks go. Chris, is there anywhere that people can go to see you or to pee on you?
You know, that's the weird thing about getting the job. I feel like I don't do stand-up anymore, but I've been booking stuff. I'm doing the Gothic Theater in Denver, which will be fun.
Awesome.
The date escapes me.
Don't you work
October.
with... Do you still work?
soon.
You work with Tosh sometimes, don't you?
Sometimes, just for little things.
You do a show sometimes too, don't you?
The show's so demanding now, and I'm so invested in it now. He'll ask me, "Hey, can you come in and do this little thing?" I'm like, "I can't. I produced a segment. We're airing it, and I have to do an intro." You know what I mean?
Like you're so busy with
I have
Phil.
a job, and I need. So it's sometimes it gets in the way.
Yeah,
of-
well, I'll take your life any day over getting on airplanes every week.
You know what?
Fucking crazy.
I'll switch with you any day in Lightning Strikes and George Burns and Justin Bateman switch.
It happened because you peed in the bottle.
No, that's the genie lamp I found at the swap meet. And then Lightning
We're
Strikes.
talking about the
Switcheroo
movie
genre films from the 80s.
where you got to like piss or get struck by
I
lightning.
could have Judge Reinhold, Fred Savage.
All right. So, is there anywhere they can go to find you?
Yeah.
You got a website?
Twitter is the Chris Fairbanks. I've been putting more effort into that than anything. So my
So your Twitter, what is it?
Chris Fairbanks. At Chris Fairbanks.
At Chris Fairbanks.
Yeah, and that's I go there a few times a day. I don't do that with my website, which just redirects to Facebook.
At
which,
Pee in a Bottle.
at peeinabottle.org, which I'm buying tomorrow. It's an organization.
Jason Hour, anything going on? You have a hair battle coming up?
There's going to be a party in town, actually, October. You guys want to come? I'm not going to talk about the details on the show, but you're
He's
welcome.
plugging
to
a
come
party.
Jason just actually tells where he's going to be.
Yeah.
Most people plug something that they can like sell. And yours is like, I'm going to a party. I'll be down at the taco truck, coffee shop every day.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell everybody because people do want to find you.
Oh, they find me there sometimes.
Jason hangs out. It's on Westminster Court.
Oh, really?
And the coffee shop is called Groundworks Coffee. And that's his office. And that's where he spends probably 10 to 12 hours a day. So if you want to find him, he'll be inside or outside. If he's inside, he's bothering Meredith. If he's outside, he's bothering the rest of the community.
The one on Rose, there's another.
Yeah.
No, he goes to the one
Okay.
on Westminster right on the beach.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so you can see him there.
There's a skate park there that I frequent.
You can always go to.
Do you skate there?
Yep. It's really good.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Venice skate
Oh, the
park.
beach. Yeah.
No,
Do you-
no,
do you-
on Westminster. There's one in that park now. It's a brand new skate plaza.
Oh, really?
It's all granite ledges, and it's all.
Do you know Asher, the little 6-year-old that skates?
Yes.
He's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
He's got a little
amazing.
brother that's starting to get
It's really
out there now.
taking away from the years I've spent skateboarding to see children just figure
Crush
it out right
it.
away.
He's creepy. Do we have any online? Are there any videos of you skating?
Yeah, Chris Fairbanks. Yeah, sure. There's something.
Chris, no, we don't
No,
want
that's
Chris, you need to get a handle on this shit. And
Skateboard.
fucking, consolidate
Stoner
a channel
Park.
together.
Put Stoner Park.
Jason's going to drop on a 12-foot ramp.
Yeah, I got to heal though, man.
Let's click on Chris Fairbanks peas in bottles. Well, there it is. How'd you like it? That's harder than it looks, but it was well shot.
Everybody go to our website again. It's JimandEddieTalkShit.com. That's where you can donate. You're the ones that keep the show rolling. So donate there. You get CDs, DVDs, T-shirts, posters. You get to come to the show. You get shout outs. You get Jason writes a song about you. That's all done at JimandEddieTalkShit.com. You can also find our Facebook page there, our YouTube page. And you can download Stitcher from there. Stitcher goes onto your smartphone, and then you can listen to our show live. You don't have to download it. You just go straight to it.
That's really cool.
Yeah, Stitcher's cool. You can listen to all the other podcasts. There's some great podcasts out there other than ours. Okay, you can see me at Harris Casino in Reno, October 19th to 23rd. Also, I will be in, very important, October 13th, I'm in Toronto at the Comedy Bar. And you can also see my Australian tour, November 21st to 27th. They just added 2 shows. It was going so well. Tickets are selling so well. They just added 2 brand new shows. Go to alist.com.au and then you can buy tickets there. Jim?
I'll be in Minneapolis on the October the 14th. Dallas, something 15th. Some casino in Maryville, Washington on October the 21st. And then I'll be going a little bit over the border to Vancouver on October the 22nd. And come see me in Club Nokia in November in Los Angeles.
Oh, I just wanted to add too. I forgot. I just added a date in Seattle. I get a lot of Twitters from people saying, when are you coming to Seattle? I am coming to Seattle. I am doing Olympia on the 26th of October, and then the 27th and 28th I will be in Seattle. So tickets, go to my website eddief.com to find tickets. What's going on?
I have a gig November 10th.
That's Chris Fairbanks has a gig November 10th.
Oh, sorry.
Where?
In Denver at the Gothic Theater. I'm getting back into stand-up. I'm going to not
go see Chris
spend
Fairbanks.
all my time.
He is one of the funniest guys I've ever seen. So
that's
go see
in
him.
2012.
So that's it.
Also, I'm coming to Australia, so people who want to see me in Australia.
Thanks to everybody in the room that makes the show happen. Lilit, Ernie, Ray Roy Boy, Jesse, Farside.
Yeah, there's little drops on the
thank
steps.
you one more time, Chris Fairbanks.
Oh, thanks for having me. Thanks. I'm holding my pee. In bottle.
Talking shit.